Alright guys, here with another video. So we're going to be talking about Google Stadia. Now when I first heard about Google Stadia, I was so excited from the initial promo videos because it showed this future where gamers could log into this cloud gaming system with this simple controller as long as they had a great internet connection, and they could watch a video of their favorite creator while they're playing this game, read comments so they can learn and see if they can get through that game. So it'd be great for professional walkthrough gamers, It'd be great for people who just want to learn how to beat a game. And that's it. And you could easily record videos straight to YouTube. So we had all these nice YouTube features that would come with it, along with the idea that, hey, it's a gaming streaming service where you can play AAA games from different studios like Ubisoft and Rockstar, if it ever got to that point. Unfortunately, it didn't. Google Stadia failed miserably. It had a bad connection. It didn't work as well. And I always wonder why these companies, there aren't really gaming companies, gaming-centric developers, would get into this business. But, Google's a massive billion-dollar company. How could they mess this up? It's the same thing with Amazon and what they're doing with Luna. Now, Luna, from what I've heard, is actually good. It actually works. Problem is, it has no game titles, and it's already being rubbed the wrong way by all these other companies, like Google, who try to get in the space and it fails. I would say companies that are actually equipped to pull this off is Xbox. Look at Game Pass. If they figured out how to make it work, and then they sold their Xbox controller as something, as an app, there's a Xbox Game Pass app on your TV, and then you use a Xbox controller, and the servers actually work, then people are more likely to buy the Xbox controller and just assign it to their smart TV with the Game Pass app that they pay $10 to $15 a month for, and play all these AAA Microsoft titles from there, as long as the connection works. And then at the same time, Xbox has nothing to lose because they're like, you can just buy our console. Or you can just get a PC and still play Game Pass on a PC that's powerful enough. And you still will buy our controller. So Xbox and even PlayStation is more equipped to make this system work. What these other companies have tried to do. They just don't have the experience and the resources. Maybe not even the engineers. So it's crazy to hear that Google will shut down Stadia on January 18th, 2023. Google has announced that it is winding down its game streaming service Stadia. The service will be shut down for good on January 18th, 2023. Google will be refunding all hardware and software purchases to users. Anyone who purchased a Stadia controller will get a refund, as well as any game and an add-on content purchased through the Stadia store. The refunds are expected to be completed by mid-January 2023. So anyone who's ever bought a game, do you know how much money they're losing? Why even start something if you can't finish it? Are you guys just going to start something and just quit? Google said that it would be using the technology that powers Stadia in other parts of the company, such as YouTube, Google Play, and its augmented reality AR efforts. The members working on Stadia will be carrying on their work elsewhere in the company. Google Stadia was launched in March of 2019 and was met with immediate skepticism from the industry due to Google's tendency to close businesses that don't immediately take off. Many also criticized the high cost of the games, considering the user did not directly own them, and a substandard library. Yeah, their library wasn't good enough. Technology had hiccups. Cost of games are high. Didn't make any sense. Which PlayStation's getting sued currently for, but that's another story for a different video. The service hobbled along for a while. Even through 2 years later, Google announced that it's closing its first party game studio, and the head of the product left the company. Stadia is not shutting down, rest assured. We're always working on bringing more games to the platform. And Stadia Pro. Let us know if you have any if you have other questions. This tweet was July 29th, 2022. Now, what changed so quickly? What met their demise? We don't know. The writing has been on the wall since then for Stadia. Even though the company pretended all was well and that it wasn't shut down as recently as July, as we know now, that wasn't true at all. Still, the demise of Stadia doesn't necessarily mean the demise of cloud gaming as a whole. With Microsoft, Nvidia, and Amazon still committed to their services, it was always going to be a long-term investment for these companies, but that's not the sort of thing Google is known for. That comes to the question. Google is quick to shut down things that don't work immediately, which is odd because you have companies like Amazon that's going to keep Luna open forever. They don't care if Luna receives backlash. They're just going to make it better. Increase marketing and get that market share. Maybe they are marketing on Twitch. They own Twitch. Then Microsoft, obviously, with Xbox Game Pass, they're great with PC, obviously. And then they have a whole game console that's known and renowned around the world. And then you got Nvidia, which I don't actually know what's going on with Nvidia, but Nvidia is known for a lot of great things as well. So we're seeing the beginning stages of this. Stadia really could have worked. Stadia really could have been a good thing. Maybe they could have just improved it. But like I said, Google is all about profit sometimes, and it's a problem. Even when you look at YouTube as a whole and the YouTube products, when you're watching these creators and they make videos, YouTube, I hate to say this, only cares about the end user and don't necessarily care about the creators. There are users as well, providing value for the platform. And in most cases, they screw us over on revenue. They screw us over on a lot of things. They screw us over because they feel like they need to, which is fine. It's their platform. It's a private platform. They can do what they want. But this is Google's legacy. Remember Google Plus when they tried to shove that down throats and then they walked it back? They tried to compete with Facebook. It was a failure. And then YouTube was their hit. And then now they're making it so corporate that a lot of people want to leave the platform. And now you have TikTok. You have heavy competition that even Facebook's struggling with. But Google's so quick to cut something. I wonder if they would cut YouTube if it failed early on. If YouTube was to come out early in 2015, they bought it with the acquisition. And then what if they decide to sell YouTube to somebody else? I always wondered. This could have been a very different world if YouTube wasn't the one to take off. This could have been I think the influencer landscape would have came no matter what. But I do think that it could have been a very different world if YouTube wasn't the one to start it off. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much and peace.